Alright, I always like to start all the way back here, and you may not notice a huge difference, but the difference happens right here. So my baby's getting a new roof. They're almost done with the front. Actually, they're done with the front. On the back, they just have the I forget what this is called, but that underlayment before you put the actual shingles on. So we found out that I have both. I had 2 layers of shingles and I had slate on top of it. That was a little strange and weird. So this week is focused on fixing the soffits. So you can see some soffit repair. I know this looks like it hasn't been repaired, but it is. It's just the paint that's chipped off, but it's actually repaired. Let's zoom in. See that? It's just the paint. And so they are doing patchwork around the house. Again, all of that is repaired. It's just the paint chipped off right there. And they're using these like scaffolding things right here, and it like raises up, and then they put a ladder in between. You see, this is all repaired on this side, and then they started working on the side here of the house. Let me see. Whew. So this magnolia is going away. It's growing too close to the house, and it's literally growing into the roof line. So unfortunately, I have to let this one go. The magnolia is really a painful one, but it's not a flowering magnolia, so it's not such a huge problem. They started fixing that soffit stuff right here, and then what they're going to do is go up the next level. So they're going to go up to the second level for the next couple of days, and so they said they're going to be done in 3 days. So I think that's absolutely cool. And then this is where they left off right here, and then they're going to move around to this side. So isn't that crazy? Like, in a short matter of time, they'll be done with the soffit and fascia. And then the front of the house, let me just show you the front real quick. All right, so that means all of this disrepair over here will be all fixed, and then up there as well. So I can't believe all of that would happen. And then at the very top, this little outlook, will put hardy cement board on, and then paint it the same color as all of the finishings right here. And then yeah, the outside of the house will be almost done, minus the painting of the windows and everything. So I am ecstatic. All right, so this is continuing fixing the soffit and fascia. So you can see they're repairing, sanding down the gables. They still haven't hit quite the front yet. They're sanding down some of the the paint, and getting the paint off so they can see the wood, and repairing some of the spots and whatnot. And then all of the columns will be replaced as such. They started sanding underneath as well to get that all prepared. And then, sorry, this side is done. Oh my gosh, there's so many bugs out here, and they are biting me up. Anyways, this is where you can see how they've replaced the soffit and the gables, and then they also started caulking. So let's zoom in. You see the caulk job. And then after they're done, they're gonna paint everything, and then they started setting up the system so they can attack the back tomorrow, the top part of the soffit. So what they did is went around the entire perimeter of the house to do the lower level soffit and gable, and our soffit and fascia, excuse me, and then fix all of the gables, or replicate gables that we didn't have. Like this one is a replica. And then after they're done, they'll go ahead and the gutter guy is going to come. He's going to put a membrane in the gutters, because like as I explained, I have gutters that run inside the soffit, and to completely take out and replace was going to be extremely expensive, like well over $20,000. And so what we're going to do instead is put a membrane in all of the gutters, and then connect the gutters where they're disconnected, so that water can continue to flow out of all of the gutters. So we're not removing the gutters inside of the soffit. We're just going to keep an eye out and make sure that we don't have any more continuing problems in the future. So that is what's happening, and all of that, all those holes and everything will be replaced. Then I got a quote for all the windows for painting, and the company was like, yeah, it's gonna be $23,000 for them to paint the windows, because I was gonna keep all of the historical windows. And yeah, that's really expensive. I could buy a brand new window. So what, I end up hiring somebody else that can do about $200 per window. So now that we're done with the roof, now we're going to get into the actual front porch. The front porch beams and everything was rotten out. I had a huge dip in the roof, as you can see right here. So we had to focus on just rebuilding it, essentially. All right, we got to take a look at the roof from the top. So they said these two pieces aren't any good because they're done incorrectly. The piece needs to be wider. This is a little smaller than this to hold the weight. And then I had a dip in the roof, and it's because of this. This is the dip causing, and it's because of all of that wood that had rotted out. And so they're working over here on the remaining portion and essentially getting rid of all of my rotten wood, replacing it, and then doing what's right. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to be additive too. So this is a better angle, so you can see all of the rotted wood, and then the reason why you just don't kind of put 2x4s in there and like piecemeal it in together, because the whole thing is rotted. So essentially what they're doing is taking out all of the, I guess these will be, I don't know what you call them, trusses or whatnot. They're all rotted at the end, and so they're taking it, every single one of them out. They're working on that, and that's the reason why I'm filming down here. I don't want to get people on camera because, you know, not everybody wants to be seen. And so that whole piece, which is rotted, has to be taken out. And then many of these are rotted, like I showed this one on the other side, but it's not supporting really much of anything. And so essentially what goes on top of this is a roof, and you need to have the support of this so that the roof is supported. So they're replacing all of these rotten pieces of wood, to include, you know, that down there, whatever. I had a dip in the roof, and that was caused by this portion, so that we knew something was wrong. Oh, I see some old knob and tube in here. Obviously none of that is active. See, knob and tube. Let's scroll in. That's knob and tube, but none of that is active any longer. Day 2. Look at this. Porch all completed and ready for roofing. That was so quick. So you're looking at the underside of the porch, or the ceiling of the porch. All that had to come down, and as you see, they're putting up, you know, similar kind of wood. And then you can see all the repairs that are done as far as up underneath, and then we were able to run the electrical as well. So these were good things. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Look at the before and after. Please like and subscribe, and so I can continue to release these type of videos. All right, thank you. Bye.